Riyadus Salihin. Chapter 243, The Obligation of Supplicating Allah to Exalt His Mention and Its Excellence, and Its Manner. Allah, the Exalted, says, Allah exalts the mention of His Messenger, peace be upon him, and His angels supplicate Him to do so. O you who believe! Supplicate Allah to exalt His mention and to grant Him safety and security. Abdullah bin Amr bin Alas, may Allah be pleased with them, reported, I heard the Messenger of Allah, peace be upon him, saying, whoever supplicates Allah to exalt my mention, Allah will exalt his mention 10 times. Reported in Sahih Muslim. Commentary: Recitation of Salat upon the Prophet, peace be upon him, means the recitation of benediction, such as the one recited in Salat, O Allah, have mercy on Muhammad. It is a prayer for mercy and exaltation of the Prophet, peace be upon him, which is highly meritorious. Reported in Jami at-Tirmidhi, Hadith is Hasan. Ibn Masud, may Allah be pleased with him, reported, the Messenger of Allah, peace be upon him, said, the people who will be nearest to me on the day of resurrection will be those who supplicate Allah more often for me. Reported in Jami at-Tirmidhi. Commentary: nearest to me signifies those who are most entitled to my intercession. Thus, this hadith has also an inducement for very frequent recitation of Salat on the Prophet, peace be upon him. Owas bin Owas, may Allah be pleased with him, reported, the Messenger of Allah, peace be upon him, said, among the best of your days is Friday, so supplicate Allah more often for me in it, for your supplications will be displayed to me. He was asked, O Messenger of Allah, how will our blessings be displayed to you when your decayed body will have mixed with the earth? He, peace be upon him, replied, Allah has prohibited the earth from consuming the bodies of the prophets. Reported in Abu Dawud. Commentary: that Allah has prohibited the earth from consuming the bodies of the prophets means that the earth does not consume them. That their salutations, will be presented to him indicates that angels present the salutation performed to him, as is elucidated in other ahadith. Moreover, his soul is then returned to him and he answers the salutations also. In the opinion of Muhaddithin, the hadith relating to the return of the soul comes in the category of hadith Hasan, i.e., it is acceptable. Abu Huraira, may Allah be pleased with him, reported, the Messenger of Allah, peace be upon him, said, may his nose soil with dust in whose presence mention is made of me, and he does not supplicate for me. Reported in Jami at-Tirmidhi. Commentary: may his nose soil with dust means to suffer humiliation and disgrace. That is, may such person be humiliated and disgraced who hears my name, and does not invoke Allah's blessings upon me. Those who merely kiss thumbs of their hands can also be the addressee of the saying, because they do not supplicate Allah for the Prophet, peace be upon him, while what is in fact ordained is salutation, and not kissing of thumbs. The latter gesture has not been ordained in any hadith. Some religious scholars regard the salutation obligatory while others hold that it desirable. Abu Huraira, may Allah be pleased with him, reported, the Messenger of Allah, peace be upon him, said, do not make my grave a place of festivity, and supplicate Allah for me, for your supplication reaches me wherever you are. Reported in Abu Dawud. Commentary: do not make my grave a place of festivity means do not gather there as people do on the festival of Eid. Unfortunately, a fraction of heretics consider such festivities laudable. When the Prophet, peace be upon him, did not like such gatherings on his own grave, how can it be permissible on the death anniversaries of other people? Some people misinterpret this hadith, and contend that what it means is that you should not come to my grave once in a while but very frequently, although its real meaning is that which we have just mentioned. The next sentence confirms this contention. There is no need for frequent gathering for the reason that wherever a Muslim may be, the salutations which he performs to the Prophet peace be upon him will be conveyed to him through the angels. Every Muslim has a desire to visit the Prophet's grave, and there cannot be any doubt about its desirability, but there is no need to undertake journey for paying homage and salutation only. In fact, the real intention of going to Al-Madinah should be to visit Prophet's mosque, which will include visiting his grave. This is the real meaning of this hadith. There is another hadith which prohibits undertaking a journey to any mosque except the three which have been marked by the Prophet peace be upon him. Abu Huraira, may Allah be pleased with him, reported, the Messenger of Allah peace be upon him said, whenever someone greets me, Allah returns the soul to my body, in the grave, and I return his greeting. Reported in Abu Dawud. Commentary, we learn from this hadith that the Prophet peace be upon him is alive in his grave, and he answers the salutation offered by a Muslim. But this life of his is the life of barzakh, an intervening state between death and the day of resurrection, and whoever dies, enters it, the reality of which is not known to us. Thus, it is wrong to say that the life of the Prophet peace be upon him is like worldly life or more vigorous than it. Such a claim is baseless because it is not confirmed by the Quran and Hadith. Were he to be alive the way he was in his lifetime, there would have been no need for the returning of the soul to his body, and he would be able to answer the salutations without it. As far this ambiguity is concerned, when countless Muslims are always offering salutations to the Prophet peace be upon him, how does the return of the soul takes place after such short intervals? Such questions arise due to the lack of certitude in the omnipotence of Allah. When the Prophet peace be upon him stated that his soul is returned to him, then we should have absolute faith in his statement, because Allah is capable of doing everything. What is its nature and form, it is not known to us, nor can we know it. Thus, the question of the return of soul in the grave should be considered similar to the ambiguous ayat of the Quran in which every Muslim is required to have blind faith, but their secret is known to Allah alone. This hadith has an inducement for offering more and more supplications for the Prophet peace be upon him, so that the devotee is blessed with the maximum reward in the form of the Prophet's response to his salutations. It is certainly a great blessing which a Muslim should try every nerve to achieve. Ali, may Allah be pleased with him, reported, the Messenger of Allah peace be upon him said, the miser is the one in whose presence I am mentioned but he does not supplicate for me. Reported in Jami at-Tirmidhi. Commentary, miser means to deny someone his right. If a Muslim does not supplicate for him upon hearing his name, then such a person is a miser beyond doubt. Thus, we learn that one must recite salat when he hears the name of the Prophet peace be upon him. It is sufficient to say may Allah render him from evil and exalt his mention, for this purpose. Fadl bin Ubayd, may Allah be pleased with him, reported, the Messenger of Allah peace be upon him heard someone supplicating after his prayer without praising Allah, and without supplicating Allah for the Prophet peace be upon him. With regard to him, the Messenger of Allah peace be upon him said, this man rushed. Then he called him and said, when any one of you have performed salat, prayer, and wants to supplicate, let him praise Allah first, then glorify him in the beginning, and then he should supplicate Allah for me. Then he may supplicate for whatever he likes. Reported in Abu Dawud and Jami at-Tirmidhi. Commentary, fi salatihi means that after the salat or at the end of salat, he heard someone invoking Allah. Similarly, idha sala ahadukum means when one completes the salat and invokes Allah. In any case, it is necessary to praise Allah and supplicate him for the Prophet peace be upon him before invoking Allah. Abu Muhammad Ka'b bin Ujayra, may Allah be pleased with him, reported, the Prophet peace be upon him came to us and we asked him, O Messenger of Allah, we already know how to greet you, i.e., say Assalamu alaikum, but how should we supplicate for you? He peace be upon him said, say, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin, wa ala ali Muhammadin, kama sallita ala ali Ibrahima, innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammadin, wa ala ali Muhammadin, kama barakta ala ali Ibrahima, innaka Hamidum Majid. O Allah, exalt the mention of Muhammad and the family of Muhammad as you exalted the family of Ibrahim. You are praised and glorious. O Allah, bless Muhammad and the family of Muhammad as you blessed the family of Ibrahim. You are praised and glorious. Reported in Sahih al-Bukhari and Muslim. Commentary, in this hadith, the salam means the supplication which is recited in at-tashahhud. The companions of the Prophet peace be upon him used to recite it in at-tashahhud in the manner taught by him. When Almighty Allah ordained Muslims to supplicate for the Prophet peace be upon him, it raised the question in their minds as to the wordings of the benediction, as they already knew how to greet him. They asked the Prophet peace be upon him and he taught it. Invoking Allah's blessings upon the Prophet peace be upon him should be done in the manner which he peace be upon him has taught us, because in doing so we get the reward of following the guidance of the Prophet peace be upon him. Abu Masud al-Badri, may Allah be pleased with him, reported, we were sitting in the company of Sa'd bin Ubadah, may Allah be pleased with him, when the Messenger of Allah peace be upon him came to us. Bashir bin Sa'd said, O Messenger of Allah! Allah has commanded us to supplicate for you, but how should we do that? The Messenger of Allah peace be upon him kept silent. We were much perturbed over his silence, and we wished he did not ask him this question. The Messenger of Allah peace be upon him said, say, O Allah, exalt the mention of Muhammad, and the family of Muhammad as you exalted the family of Ibrahim. And bless Muhammad and the family of Muhammad as you blessed the family of Ibrahim. You are the praised, the glorified, and the method of greeting, i.e., salam, is as you know. Reported in Sahih Muslim. Commentary, in this hadith, the Prophet peace be upon him has showed us that the manner of offering salam was the same as the one mentioned in the previous hadith. Al means the wives of the Prophet peace be upon him, and those of his relatives who were from Banu Hashim and Banu Abdul Muttalib and had embraced Islam. Some scholars are of the opinion that it is general and applies to all his followers. This hadith also teaches us that if one does not have knowledge of a religious matter, he must seek guidance from the knowledgeable scholars of Islam about it, rather than going by his opinion. Knowledgeable persons, scholars, here means persons who are well versed in the Quran and Hadith and can answer questions in the light of them, and not from the sayings of others or from their own intelligence. Abu Humayd as-Saidi, may Allah be pleased with him, reported, the companions of the Messenger of Allah peace be upon him said, O Messenger of Allah! How should we supplicate for you? He peace be upon him replied, say, O Allah sent your salat, O Allah, exalt the mention of Muhammad and his wives and offspring as you exalted the mention of the family of Ibrahim, and bless Muhammad and the wives and the offspring of Muhammad as you blessed the family of Ibrahim. You are the praised, the glorious. Reported in Sahih al-Bukhari and Muslim. Commentary, Azwaj is the plural of Zawj, that is a pair. This is the reason that in Arabic it applies to both, masculine as well as feminine. Man is the Zawj of woman, and woman is the Zawj of a man. In any case, here it means the Prophet's wives, who are 11 in number. 2 of them had died during the lifetime of the Prophet peace be upon him, and 9 survived after him. Islam does not permit more than 4 wives to a Muslim, but the Prophet peace be upon him was given the exclusive permission for numerous considerations, which have been discussed by religious scholars at length. This hadith also refutes the opinion of those who do not include his pious wives in the category of his al. The progeny of the Prophet peace be upon him includes his male and female children and their descendants. But after his death none except Fatima, may Allah be pleased with her, and her children remained alive. In short, his al includes his wives and progeny.
يا حبيب سلام عليك صلوات الله عليك